1. Talk about the problem you've solved for Qualcomm.
Sure. So in the case of Qualcomm, what we're actually doing for them is connecting every device in the business. Over 13,000 employees in the US who have a tablet or some kind of ultrabook or laptop that has a mobile broadband radio and isn't connected today. And the reason it's a problem for them is if you think about the organization and you break it down into tiers, there's a top tier, which is somewhere around 7% of the organization, that we'd pay any amount to connect because they need to be connected all the time, everywhere they go. But there's a few other tiers within the organization that we'd like to connect, but in today's carrier model would be far too costly to spend the $40, $50, $60, whatever it would take to connect each one of these devices in the organization. So what we actually do is we flip that thing over and we look at the needs of each of these groups and we created custom tailored plans for them so they could actually provide the access they needed for the people that need it. So there is a group that you might allow anything to happen with because they need to be connected anywhere they go, any time of day. But there are a couple core apps in most businesses we found that they need all the time. One of those is mail, exchange or otherwise. Another one might be a CRM, for example, where I need to connect to that information when I'm on the road. And then some other set of apps, whatever they might be. They could be a billing app or a travel app or whatever it might be, or a chat app. All those things can be connected as well. And essentially, we create custom programs where they only have to pay for what they need at each of those levels. There's also a desire, though, by any organization, especially IT, to have a connection to every device that's in the business. And by using what we call pinpoints, we can also create a pinpoint that connects to each piece, each PC, each device, each laptop for, in this case, just security. The ability to access that device anywhere, if it were lost or stolen, to wipe it, brick it, if you will, and touch that as well. So within a typical enterprise, the problem is to get to this group, I would need to spend a ton of money. There's a second problem, though, that's out there for organizations as well. When we're not in the office and we're at the airport, we're at the coffee shop, what have you, we use whatever Wi-Fi is available. And we spend most of our time actually hunting for access to Wi-Fi. And there's plenty of apps to do that. When in reality, we don't want to waste the time and the loss of productivity in finding Wi-Fi. And when we do find it, it's not secure anywhere, not secure anyway, and the window pops up that says what you're doing can be viewed by everybody else. We're accustomed to clicking it today, but that's not ideal. That's not really what IT wants. IT wants you to have the 24/7 connection that they have and you have, so you can not ever have a moment of non-productive time.